Hi all, welcome once again to Learn News. Today in this tutorial we are going to discuss about Spring Boot application and through which we are exposing different REST API endpoints, and with the help of those endpoints we are going to create AWS S3 buckets and as well as delete them. In my previous tutorial what you have seen is that we have just created a Maven project where we are deleting the S3 buckets, right? So let me just take you and tour with the code that I have written here. This is the project structure, typical Spring Boot project structure, Maven project. And let me show you the pom.xml where the dependencies are pretty much the same as that of a typical Spring Boot project, only that it has a web dependency for supporting the REST API calls, and as well as AWS Java SDK S3 dependency has been added with the specific version. Okay, and now let's come over here in the source main Java, and here in this project structure I have utilized two APIs. Okay, this is one interface, bucket ops API, where one is a create bucket, another is a clean and delete bucket. Okay, and the corresponding implementation is something like this, where there are two methods. One is create bucket, another is clean and delete bucket, or simply clean up bucket. So let me just take you a guide through this one, where first of all you are declaring an instance of region is US East. You can change accordingly, you can make this configurable through a property. Okay, and after that in the try catch block we are getting the names of the bucket from the property file. Okay, and after that we are creating the client, and then what we are doing, iterating over bucket names and trying to create each and every bucket with the example of with the code of create bucket. Okay, and here is the static config file. In the config file what we have done is we have just created the Amazon S3 client and just initialized with the help of property file the bucket names from that would be fetched from the property file. And where is the property file? Let me show you. In resource, if you go, and here in the config properties there are two keys and corresponding property values are there. One is bucket names dot create, another is bucket names dot delete. Okay, so we are creating the same number of buckets and correspondingly we are deleting them. Okay, and here is the controller, basic controller. What I have done is get both are get mappings. Okay, get API calls here, just bucket ops API dot create bucket, another is a clean and delete bucket. So let me start the application. And as you can see that this S3 create endpoint would point to the create bucket, and S3 delete will point to clean and delete bucket. And here basically in the clean and delete bucket, let me guide you through the code of clean and delete bucket. What I am doing, same, creating the client, fetching the names from the property file and iterating through each and every name. We are cleaning the bucket, whatever objects if any created is present inside the bucket, followed by deleting the bucket with the help of the S3 client. Clear? It's very easy. And whatever exception in both the create and delete method is Amazon service exception if the particular service is down, SDK client exception, or IO exception if the property file itself is absent or any keys are absent. And regarding that I haven't covered up, like I haven't provided any exception handling. That I can do that later on, but just guiding you through the basic concept of this application or tool. Okay, now Tomcat is hosted to port 8080. Let me quickly open the browser, and in the browser localhost s3 create. I will just hit it. Meanwhile, let me open the console of AWS. Let me go to S3. Here you will see that buckets created successfully and 3 buckets are being created over here. This one I haven't created previously. Okay, and let me just delete it. S3 it will take us some time, and I will try to reload the page. See, only two buckets are present which are belonging to my elastic bin stack, and the individual buckets like A B C D 1 2 and 33 are being deleted, right? So it's a very simple application, and also I have logged properly that all objects as well as the buckets, they have been deleted or cleaned up. And in this way you can further classify different methods in the form of, if you only want a particular bucket where you only want to clean up that bucket and not delete that, you can implement these APIs accordingly and develop further. I will be uploading the entire code base in my GitHub page, GitHub repository. Hope it was useful for you. Hope you're liking Learn News, and welcome and to more learning. Hope you're loving it. Thank you. Need more likes and subscribe to my channel so that I get much more confidence and much greater ideas I can present in front of you. Thank you.